Hey everyone, my name is River2 and welcome to 2025, January 2nd, I believe it is. And we're going to be continuing on with a new story or event story in the Haunted Highway in Route 77. Now we finished the main story as well as Tuesday's story. But the story comes from when the new banner came out. And today I actually got logged in and decided to pull. Only I got enough for 2 pulls, and in the first pull, I finally got Argus, and in Insight 1 as well. So prepare yourselves, for I am about to put her into Insight 2.
Brush away the dirt, wipe down the parts, and apply lubricant. Regular maintenance is the key to a well-functioning weapon.
So we finally got her into Insight 2 and unlocked her other appearance as well. So Argus, I finally got my Texan mercenary babe here, and along with her light cone here, or her Psycube. So I do believe what we're going to be doing today, what I'm going to be doing today, is something called Red Wall. In the darkness, a burning gaze. There she lingers in search of truth. Is what she sees reality, or is it a ruse? And I've already done her survey, which is basically a tutorial of her abilities. And I gotta say it's pretty nice in most things, I guess. So what we're going to be doing is usually 8 stages of this one, and we're going to go over her story, her entire story. Alright, so on to stage 1, Near or Far. Alright, so welcome to part 1. Ahem. Let's set the town. Yes.
Damn it.
Ah, there we go. Now it's appearing. Alright, so what happened there for a bit was that when this is supposed to come up, I guess the screen was all black and I couldn't see nothing. Not the dialogue or anything, just pure blackness. So I had to skip it and restart this all over. And here we are now.
Damn it.
Well, damn. Civilization at last. Goddamn. Night has fallen, and a woman in riding boots stops along the sandy road. Ahead of her lies a house topped with a wooden cross. And beyond it, a forest of apricot trees extends all the way to the foothills of the Guadalupe Mountains. I'm doing this all full Texans, y'all. Get over it. Huh, civilization. Turn over every rock in Texas before finding that. But a sweet water town like this'll do. Yeah, it'll do. To call this one-horse town would be an insult to horses. But it's somewhere to rest her boots. Argus stashes her Jeep nearby and starts walking. Her experience has taught her that waltzing into such towns in a car is usually unwelcome.
Although...
We ain't far from the border here. Shoot, I might have saved time flying to Mexico. The mercenary takes out a folded piece of paper from her pocket and turns it over. White and blue, with black pixels forming letters and numbers. The ink is worn away, leaving nothing recognizable of the flight, except for the boarding time. It's a flight ticket. Fort Worth to this place. It's been a long drive.
I ain't got a clue.
What was it even for? I gotta get this straight. Where did I find?
Fine.
Never mind. Some old pattern. Same old pattern. Knock on every door. Ask the same old questions. Get ready for friction. Let's go. The melody of 99 bottles of beer wafts in from the edge of town, accompanied by a clinking of glass. 9 beers. It's a drinking party. No matter where you go, you'll never find a better source of leads than a watering hole.
There you are.
Hey, look at the Bobs. The mercenary hunts her with her ears instead of her eyes tonight. She follows the melody down the street and ran into the bar. Well.
Hey.
Howdy. Give me a mug of trouble. Cultist. She looks around as she considers her order. Those gathered are playing cards and drinking. The tables are piled over with empty cups, and it's a long past any respectable meal time. All Argus can order is a drink rather than the chance it. I can't read that fast, damn it. Alright, back to this. I was reading this. Cards, cup of plates, respectable meal time, orders a drink, rather than chancing on whatever that could be stale count as food. So it's better to get a drink than food in a bar like this. Blackjack. The bartender eyes the newcomer, confused as if he hasn't quite understood the words. Bartender? You're in the wrong place, Yankee. What are you trying to impress us with all that? Not that it's half bad get up, but a cowgirl you ain't. How about you take off those chaps and give 'em here? Not like you'll put 'em to any use.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, God, indeed. Jeez, were you talking to me?
Sorry.
Didn't hear you, little fella. In fact, I almost missed you.
What?
What the hell you trying to...
Besides,
And one more thing. I ain't no Yankee. What do I gotta do? Whistle Blue Rose of Texas for you to prove it? Oh, come on. Give those ears and eyes of yours those in need if you ain't using them. What is it those suits back in the Austin say? Alright. Peace and love. Looks like you folks could use some of that. She smiles, tapping her gun carelessly. A habit she's never truly kicked. The bartender signals the drunk man to calm down before he reaches for his own pistol, catching him just in time, then snaps his fingers to grab her attention.
Hey.
Hey, whoa man, easy. I'm sure he didn't mean no offense. He ain't many new folks that come around here, much less the kind that order a blackjack. I'd wager most of these luscious never even heard of it.
so
You got it or not? I do. The bartender puts down his hand and starts pouring whiskey, his eyes fixed on Argus's gun. His own is just under the bar, but he has his doubts he could outdraw her. Ooh. Ooh, I can smell the whiskey already. It's on the house. Take it as an apology. A beer jug is put on the counter. The bartender shrugs his shoulder, indicating that there's no whiskey of glass and not water on offer.
Deal?
We gonna stay friendly? Save it, friend. I've got the money. But if you're fixing to apologize, answers will do better than drinks. The bartender frowns. You a ranger? Damn, you ain't lying then. You really don't get many new faces around here, do ya? I expected blackjack drinkers to be a rare sight, but you're really confusing me for a cop. Only cop around here is the country deputy, ma'am. Then you must watch too much TV. Argus glances at the jug and drags it to her side. It'll do. Ain't much to do around here, ma'am. Next episode of Law and Justice is about all we get to look forward to.
all right, Mr. Attorney. Have you seen a Texan girl about 5'3", chestnut-colored hair, green eyes?
Same old question. She takes out a few bills from her pocket along with the flight ticket. The bartender moves the money over to the pile. He fiddles with the stack while answering Arcus's question without any sign of interest. Not that I ever seen her.
What?
You sure about that? Think harder. Argus rubs her finger against the flight ticket. Her tone says in it plain, this is not an answer she can accept.
This place don't get visitors every day, ma'am. I remember the faces of everyone who comes in here, and there's no way I'd forget a girl like that. Huh.
But if that girl did come here, and now you're looking for her, well, it ain't a good sign.
What?
What do you mean? Last time now, you really ain't a cop. How about you stop asking questions and start giving answers pronto? Her hand, Howard pounds on the counter as a warning. Yeah, you ain't a cop. But I still don't get you. Coming in here like Johnny Law with that shotgun. What's your angle? Don't you know? The bartender stops mid-sentence, taking a moment to look around. Huh? No what? What is it? Cat got your tongue? If it's money you want, just say so.
Hey.
You're here on a pilgrimage, ain't you? Damn it all. I should have known. The way you play with that gun, the hungry look in your eyes, and your questions. God. That dump out there is not worth it. And I'm sure that girl you're looking for is not. The mercenary runs out of patience. She interrupts the bartender with a swift motion. As her dagger and a wad of cash smash on that bar top. Enough dancing around the subject. I ain't in the mood for it. Two choices. Say what you're fixing to say, or point me to someone else who will. The bartender says nothing. He stares down at the flight ticket, now flattened by the dagger. Fort Worth? You drove all the way down here to find this girl? No one passes through this town, least of all Yankees, unless they've got something they're looking for. And I ain't talking about the view.
Hey.
Daryl. Hey, get the Bubble Daryl shotgun. Let's go. The bartender calls out the familiar face of the customer that had argued with Argus. Yeah?
God damn it.
I said I ain't a northerner. The lady here's down from Fort Worth, looking for the wall and the girl with the chestnut-colored hair, green eyes.
Hey, I did mention a girl, but I ain't said nothing about no goddamn wall. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Jesus! As Argus looks at the man, he stands up, strangely sobered, and rushes toward the door. What's going on? Faster than Argus has no time to react. What are you? She's a fucking merc! Grab the deputy! I'll hold her here.
What?
No, what? What the hell is going on? I'm sorry, ma'am. Like I said, the wall ain't up no place for a pilgrimage. And I ain't about to stomach any more of your questions. How about we put some shotgun shells into his stomach? The bartender pulls his revolver from under the counter. He manages to bring it to bear on Argus too fast for her to draw. Not even a greenhorn could miss the shot at this range. No.
Pal.
Chill, pal. Where's that Texan hospitality? Alright. Alright. As I was saying, as soon as this thing kind of messed up on me, I had to exit out of this. Already unlocking stage 2, and it pointed me here. So, Argus here, evidence. A mercenary in Texas, her arcane skills can reveal traces unseen by others. Then the next clue is a folded plane ticket. This man named Daryl. Then the bartender. Then the wall. An unknown place near the town mentioned by the bartender. Well, I'm not sure what the hell that is. And the deputy. There's not much law enforcement, but it's a single deputy here. So that's all the clues we got here for now. And we are starting about the gun shoot with the standoff. Oh my goodness. There's gotta be some kind of misunderstanding. Afraid not, ma'am. She's no longer the ones holding all the cards. And what happens if that goes on? An uninvited merc from out of town, one brandishing her gun. I think the deputy will understand. If he even gets called, maybe we just take a trip out to that wall of yours and we'll paint it another shade of red. And if need be, I'm sure our friendly local deputy will vouch for us.
What?
I still have no goddamn idea what you're talking about. What wall?
God damn it.
You talking like the Alamo or something? The bartender motions his revolver up and down. Argus raises her hands and slowly steps back.
Listen, pal.
Alright, I see I've hit a nerve. I've got a wallet. You want to grab it? Take anything you want except for the photo. Go on. Heck, you may want to check the photo if you like. Maybe it'll remind you of something. Don't move. Argus doesn't even have to turn her head to know that the other patrons have blocked the exits. Escape seems unlikely without some help. We really gotta do this? Can we talk? There's no need to get rough. She stammers out again, but she catches the bartender as his eyes drift from her to that door. There are footsteps outside, every other step coming noticeably slower, as if from a limp.
Hey.
Bar is closed.
Oh, it's you.
This is her chance.
Although,
Not sure who it is, but I'm guessing your deputy ain't got a hobble. Her words come along with a swift roundhouse kick. The revolver is kicked from his hand and falls. Time seems to slow. But not for Argus. She grabs the revolver from the air and hops over to the counter at blinding speed. In a flash, the muzzle is against the bartender's temple and her arm. Again, I didn't even click it. She is back in control before anyone can pull the trigger.
sorry.
Let me be clear, folks. I'm still not looking for trouble.
Hey,
New guy. Best you leave now. The newcomer is tall, but thin as an old wood post. Ignoring Argus's warning, he moves straight to the counter, as if unaware of the scene. A bundle of furs draping over his shoulder covers his face. He places them on the counter, making an audible thud in the deadly quiet bar.
Среда.
Wednesday.
Увидимся в следующем месяце.
See you next month. So he's a hunter.
what?
Is that Russian? Wait, why is his leg bleeding? The newcomer seems completely out of the place in the room. As he takes his money from the counter, Argus realizes that no one has made any sound since he came in. You need any help? No. Argus understands nothing of the man's words, but upon hearing no, the strange figure nods and lifts his way toward the door. Argus has no intention of lowering her guard. She keeps an eye on the newcomer until he exits the bar. What a strange guy.
Pal,
Alright, pal. New question. Who was that? The deputy will be around any second, lady. Whatever you want, you ain't gonna... Argus pushes the muzzle hard against his temple again. Ain't no deputy here now, is there? So best think before you speak.
Huh.
He brings in those furs and he takes our money. We just do business, that's all. He's a hunter. Brings in fresh meat and furs from time to time. Why? Was it matter? What's the matter? Thought you said there was nothing worth hunting around here. No. He drives down from Oklahoma or Colorado maybe. Wait, why is that any of your business? Do I really gotta remind you your situation? Shame. Fine, back to my first question. You want to answer it now?
Get out of here.
Cut the crap, Adam. You weren't even around when your sister died. What right do you got to say anything? Your sister? Argus squints her eyes. Silence can't be the best means of assistance. Stop it. Let him go. Haven't you damned mercs taken enough from us? Hear me now. You all end up dead under that wall. The whole lot of you. Alright. Is anyone in this goddamn town gonna tell me? What the hell is this wall? Enough pretending. Whoever it is that hired you, we'll figure it out soon enough, so drop your gun. Deputy Flynn! Finally! You seem like a reasonable man, but...
Watch yourself. If you fire that gun, I'll have to turn you over to the state police.
You sure want us poking into your background? I'm going to guess you didn't bring that gun like that around here for nothing. He draws out each word of it, intentionally playing up his accent, but raises his tone at the end as an open question. You got that much right. It's not for hunting.
Really?
You an arcanist? They ought to lock you folks up, unless you're doing something useful like working for a company. But you're here on your own, ain't you? No wonder you kicked up the fuss. Just like you're kind to fly off the handle. All feelings, no brains. I only came here to look for a girl. Try again, ma'am. You ain't the first to come around with that old excuse. No one's buying it. So how about you drop that gun and come quiet like? Okay. So we got ourselves new clues. Body of Evidence has been updated. So we just met the deputy. And now this hunter. And of course, we got new information here. Has a sister who disappeared around the red wall. Her killer is at large. Then we met the deputy. So, moving on. To a hat and a pistol. I need a good drink. Inside the deputy's office. What is going on? Look, we've gotten off the wrong foot, but I don't mean to cause trouble. It's true I'm a merc and an arcanist, but I ain't like what you think. Violence has never been my first choice. You want us to play the show down at the bar then, ma'am? You and Adam had quite the confrontation in front of everyone. First of all, I didn't provoke him. Some evidence that Adam had made the first move, so we got the first clues. So we gotta figure out a way to pry the truth out of them. When the deputies trust, present the evidence proving you aren't responsible. When they question me, I need to present clues that prove my point. So I gotta be careful though. If evidence don't fit, they might lose trust in me. So, what am I supposed to write here? So these clues will help me reveal the truth that contradicts their lies. So Adam, the owner of the local bar, during their confrontation, he pulled a gun on Argus and was ready to hand over her to the deputy. Before you arrived, it was Adam who pulled the gun on me first. Well, it seems like if I hadn't talked you down, we might be cleaning up Adam's blood from that bar counter. If you didn't strangle him first. I was careful with my strength. He was still talking before you arrived, sir. Oh, so it ain't violence if you're controlling yourself. You had him in a headlock. You think it doesn't count just because you didn't choke him to death? And before all that, he pointed his revolver at me. So I was only defending myself. Ask anyone there. They'll say the same. You talking witnesses? Yes, ma'am. There was indeed a witness. Mr. Darrell, the fellow who ran off to report you after downing half his drink. That ring any bells? Yeah, it rings a few. So what he say? According to Mr. Darrell, when you arrived at the bar, you ordered a drink no one had heard of. Blackjack? Did I get that right? We're not really that fancy whiskey sort of town, you know. Anyway, seems like after that, Adam got a little suspicious who you were. Then, so I've heard. You started brandishing your firearm. You were aiming to intimidate the barkeeper into talking about the wall. No, something's not right, she says. Honestly, you seem like a smart gal. You should know that mercs aren't trusted in most places, and at least of all here. Then to make things worse, you go prying into the story of the wall too. I did look for any contradictions in existing clues and refute them. He was talking about the damn wall. An unknown place. I don't see anything. Contradictions. Alright, let's start. The info Daryl gave the deputy aren't exactly accurate. Thinking back on what the deputy said, it seems Daryl didn't mention that he provoked me first. I refute. And Daryl, let me think, and that should be it. Yeah, he was already provoked because he was drunk as hell. Sir, considering you're a deputy, I think you know better than to trust the testimony of a witness directly involved in the incident. So how exactly was Daryl involved in your dispute with Adam? Right as I sat down and ordered a drink, your Mr. Daryl started hurling insults at me. Go on, you could head back to the bar right now and ask anyone there to confirm what really happened. At least you ought to get the full story, not just the ramblings of a drunk that ran his mouth off at me. Is that so? Looks like my dog just got down from a bed. Alright, what I heard was that you insulted our pal Adam, then threatened him for information about the Red Wall. Sound right about you? The Red Wall. I don't even know what the hell it is. Anyway, Adam and the others said they were only defending themselves. My ass, which is the opposite of your story. Who should I trust now? That red wall of theirs. What on earth is it? I'm the one asking questions here, not you. What, is this an interrogation? We're just having a friendly chat, aren't we? I answered a question of yours. Shouldn't you answer mine? This ain't a Sunday swap meet, man. I could have turned you over to the feds or one of those Arcanus management organizations. But I didn't, because I owe the victim an explanation. You've already decided who to trust, so what's the point of this conversation? Because I want to know why you were pointing a gun at a local barman. And I already said I was defending myself, damn it. And I already said that he's claiming he was the only one doing the same thing. So until we reach a conclusion, it seems like I've got to ask the same damn question again and again. Who? I don't know what the hell is going on. Who was this motherfucker talking about? Submit your clues to the deputy for any true purpose of coming here. I don't know. Maybe. Until I fess up, make things easy for you, am I right? Look, all I did there was ask after a girl with chestnut-colored hair and green eyes. Though, as far as I got before things went south, I don't know what else I could tell you. Y'all don't understand English or something? One morning, sit down. When the hell happened in this dump? All this talk about some border wall and your attitude towards mercenaries, have they robbed or killed the townsfolk or something? Let's say they did. That doesn't make me one of them. Please take a seat. Listen, I got no idea what this whole red wall thing's about. I'm serious. So, are we gonna start pretending like everyone in the US of A knows about this fucking scenic spot? Anyone would call that dump a scenic spot. We be out of their damn mind. So, you really know nothing about it? You think? Oh, just so you know, deputy, I'm gonna knock on every door in this town until I get an answer. Look, you obviously know something, sir. You tell me what I need to know, and I'm out of here pronto. Otherwise, you'll have to deal with a merc wandering your weird-ass one-horse town. I think you could figure on what sort of trouble I might get into. Fine, I'll tell you something. That red wall is just a crumpled old wall in the woods. There was a string of murders there. Young girls with blonde or brown hair, roughly the same in age, appearance, and profile. All of them seem to have been killed in and around those woods. Well, I say seem to enough because we don't know what happened to most of them. Most of them just disappeared. Do I want to pry more information about the deputy? Skillfully extracting info, that's what a merc's bread and butter. So we can question. So about the ones you find, any conclusions? If you need to refute or ask further questions, tap the hint button to locate the specific dialogue. What am I asking here? Whatever. Yeah, we managed to link them to a group of mercenaries. Psychos, if you ask me. They left those girls bloody and dismembered down by the wall. So the Red Wall. Those veterans. They put their lives on the line and fought for this country. Yet even after all that, they have to work as mercenaries to keep them make a living. So I suppose you can see why I haven't taken a liking to your mercenary types. So we can piece together clues together to figure out what the deputy hates the mercenaries. So we got some connections to make emerge evidence. Combining specific information will create new clues. Like what? Veteran and mercenary. Tracing back results from a range of sources. That's the 100-eyed giant investigation method. Then the reason you hate mercenaries is because of the awful things they did here. You've got that right of it. After living through war, I guess some soldiers forget how to live with peace. They couldn't pass the psychological exam for the police, and they didn't want to give up on their dignity and live on government handouts when you only have two options, to go back to fighting or to live on the street. It's an easy choice to make. I ain't gonna tell you what that does to a man's soul. The loss of status comes with a loss of self-control. At least that's what the shrink would say. That's it. That's why everyone's acting so cagey. What's it matter if I know all about that wall or not? I've seen a stranger. Believe me. If you don't know about the wall, it's best you leaving it that way. It's not worth asking for. There, I've answered your questions. Now let's talk about your licenses. Oh, come on. You saw yourself my carry permit is genuine. I ain't never served. So she ain't a military. She ain't military. Wow. That took long as hell. And now I'm in the story. With the interrogation over, the deputy decides not to hold her any longer. Her gun, however, is confiscated but being pending good behavior until she leaves town. But Argus isn't about to walk out without her gun. Not ever. You're free to go, ma'am. So go on, skedaddle. I advise you not to go too far from the town while you are here. It's dangerous out there, especially now that I got your piece.
I've got to go on patrol now. We'll talk later.
Fine. Argus nods, concealing an eye roll as the deputy drives away, judging from his direction. She'll have a few hours before he's back. A small window of opportunity, but the work needs to be done. The sun's coming up soon. I'll have to bust myself back into that pig pen before daybreak. Having made a decision, Argus walks towards the edge of the town. She's about to rob a police station, isn't she? This is an old lock. A very goddamn old lock. Gotcha. Her one good eye becomes increasingly strained in the harsh darkness. She has to eat a Procrasma candy and wait for it to take effect. Let me see. The next second, the 100-eyed giant is up again. Her sight becomes clearer. The mercenary at least reaches the interrogation room. It took her more time and effort than expected to sneak in without being noticed. Fortunately, she has enough to craft my candies. Where are you, baby? She's gonna get her gun, ain't she?
There you are.
Darling, I'm never letting you out of my sight again. After securing her gun, she looks over a map of the town. This country's too small for an archive. Or county. I forgot. Anything they've got on these murders is going to be stored here. I guess I'll have to poke around. Files and cabinets cover every corner of the room, but she doesn't have the time to search them all. She needs a lead. Some fresh dandruff, new wrinkles and creases, marks with less dust. Every detail tells a story. And her eyesight's becoming dull. He must have opened these files right after I left. Small town security is at its finest. Just like a stupid kid stuffing dirty magazines under his bed. Why bother with a safe? The dim table lamp forces her to maintain her arcane skill constantly. Her eye becomes tired and sore, but she pushes on to find the real truth behind this red wall. Missing persons, 1962, 1973. Car crashes, drowning. She's close to the end of the file, with no hints about the red wall to be found. Serial murders.
Damn it.
No, wait. Her eye again. Her eye goes blind again. She's accustomed to the feeling of it fading. Even so, she holds out a little longer. Then another candy as she waits for her sight to return. Her time is running short. With her eye functioning again, she picks up the pace. Broken Wall, 1981, 1984, the wall of the San Diego Hospital. San Diego Hospital? A field hospital? So that's what the red wall is. No murders? This is weird. But nothing else mentions a wall, and that deputy only took this file out. There's gotta be something I'm missing. The red wall's location. Let me see. What? They didn't write it down?
Damn it.
Wow. As Argus thinks it over, something else draws her attention. A pouch tied with a red thread, clearly intended to hold files. There is a scarlet seal on the pouch. She has no clue what it is or who it came from. But one thing's for sure, it's meant to keep you out.
There you are.
Looks like I've hit the jackpot. Ugh. Alrighty then. On to part 4, just a drink of water. That's a first. Really, that's a first. Argus checks the pouch carefully. The deputy's name has been signed on the lower right corner of the files, most files. Except one, just one, where his signature is on top. This has got to be something. So she pops another 2 candies down, as her eye regains focus in the dark. If I break the seal off, it ain't going back on. Fuck it. I'll just read it fast. Argus browses the file at lightning speed. Her eye shines brightly, too brightly, perhaps, as a trickle of red pools under her eyelid. 1961, 63, 66, missing hippie, case closed. But not this one. October 1984, ritual sacrifices found near the crime scene. Animal furs scattered around the scene. The blood is confirmed to be non-human. 85, Texas Rangers officially take charge due to slow progress. And after that, nothing. But there were still missing people around here, even up to last year. Kayla, why did you come to this place?
God damn it.
All these cases, and they only solved 3 of them. Almost all the victims appear to have gone missing after being sighted near the Rio, but none of them seem to have been going to Mexico.
Kayla. No.
She really is worried. Argus stares at the files. Veins run up to her head and fists, like a nest of snakes ready to attack.
No.
If these humans can't find her, I'll do their job for them. I'm the only one who can. Okay, inside the town bar again. Oh god, we going back to the bartender, aren't we? Good morning. I need a drink, and this time it better be blackjack. You gotta wait. We ain't open. You begin? Didn't the deputy run you out of town? I seem to recall I paid for a drink, and I never got it. Ain't it natural I come to collect when I'm owed? How about this? I'll wake everyone up in town, and we see how long it takes for a merc to roast on an open flame. Jeez, that's downright medieval. What's the plan? Good old-fashioned pyre? Or are you gonna just douse me with gasoline the American way? Cause that'd bring any. Nearest gas station is 55 miles away. I'll give you a ride. You nut. Mama was right. All your arcanists are lunatics. You just sound like your deputy pal. You know that? Wouldn't be surprised if the gene pool here ran shallow. Besides, I wasn't the one acting like a nut, was I? Am I right, Adam? I don't know what you're talking about. Then let me make things clear. I'm talking about that broken wall in the woods. The woods? You're no different from those other mercenaries coming in here with what little information you have, looking for a local guide. But it ain't nothing like that. In fact, thanks to you, I already got a bit closer to the information I really needed from someone else. So tell Adam who gave you the information. This ain't the right piece of evidence. Who was it then? This? Turned out it was the good thing you called the deputy. Sorry. Turned out it was a good thing you called the deputy pal. He gave me plenty of clues. You must have tricked him somehow. Who knows what kind of tricks you people use? Listen, I'm happy to help you figure out what's going on in that damn wall. All I need for you is to tell me what I need to know. Then I'll leave. Simple as that. But now that I know about what happened here, I understand your misgivings. It ain't just a misgiving. You mercenaries are nothing but trouble. If it weren't for you, what would that wall be called the Red Wall? If it weren't for you, would there be still missing persons? There's something else on the tip of his tongue. Why don't we press him? Let's press him. You think all this it's all because of those disappearances that the wall is called the Red Wall? Oh, I did something. I did something bad. Okay. Okay. I'm already losing some trust here. Hang on. Is there a way I could I got some information that might help us get to the heart of this matter. What is this one? Of course it is. As far as I've seen this town, I got any wacko beliefs. I think if I at some point when I picked out the question like this, I think I messed up. Yeah, I think I messed up. I misplaced some trust here. That's my bad. So what's with this weird ritual near the wall? The reaction's telling. Let's talk about this properly. Judging from your response, you know exactly what these rituals are about. I've got my reasons, but without solid evidence, you're just making accusations. Present evidence linking Adam to the rituals. And what's this here? Him. Alright, I wouldn't know anything about this, but I just pressed the hint button. And I'm not sure if it's just per chapter or not. But this man speaking Russian, he always sells pelts and meat to Adam. And the ritual says that animal parts were used. So What do you do with all these pelts you buy? You just gotta tell me you folks wear fur in this heat. Or am I just guessing here? My day not end up in that red. Shut up! Shut up! Shut your damn trap! You know nothing about it, so don't you dare mention that again. Maybe not, but I do know a bit about you, Adam. And when it comes to that wall, you definitely know more than I do. So present evidence linking Adam to this appearances. What can we? It's just him again. I know your sister went missing near that wall, and her case was never solved, am I right? Get out! Get out of here! Don't let me draw you again. I don't want to hurt you, ma'am. Bless your heart, you tried pointing that little revolver of yours at me yesterday, sweetheart. Dangerous move. Now hear me out, and I'll lay it on you straight. I need to find my girl, and you want justice for your sister. So if you tell me more about this red wall, I'll do what I can to help that along. You know nothing about it. That was true yesterday, but after sorting through the clues, I reckon I know quite a bit. So let's try to piece together clues. We can merge evidence. Okay, so I'm honestly not too sure. Damn, I should not have done that. Fuck. What can we do here? You? We can't merge. How about? No. I'm just pressing this here. I'm just mixing shit up here. Yes, right here. Alright. I know it was you who left all that fur, blood around the red wall. I just can't grasp your motive. Far as I can see, it's not going to be enough to keep your girls from going missing. And it certainly ain't a ritual sacrifice, because I know a thing or two about those. And Buster, you missed the mark. So how about you tell me what's going on? And I should trust you, some out-of-town merc, to figure things out? After even the Rangers gave up? Yeah, still not buying it. Now kindly get the hell out of my bar. You know I'm an arcanist, don't you? Yeah, so what? You trying to drive everyone crazy like you, huh? Fine, just kill me now and leave my body down by the wall. I guess we could tell him about arcane skills. No, I mean I got abilities like your sheriff and rangers don't. My eye can pick up trails that are untraceable to humans. To put it simply, I can find your sister's murderer just so long as there's enough information for me to track. But what I need is for you to tell me, where is the red wall? Ha! Begging your pardon, ma'am, but you've never gonna find it. What? You were half right. We didn't put all that fur and blood up there for superstitious sake. Of course not. You're just like them mercs. They thought it was all hook'em, but they wanted to use that thing to cover up their crimes. They didn't pay any respect to that thing's territory, and so they got caught. It don't play games, and it don't kill like they do. Hold on there, partner. I know you ain't an arcanist, but you're beginning to sound loopier than one. Now, what the hell are you even talking about? Is this just another dodge? You don't stand a chance against the Skinwalkers. Skinwalkers. Okay, we got some doppelgangers, okay. Huh? You made me think it was some kind of... Never mind. I'll ask you one last time. Where is the red wall? I ain't telling you that. So why bother telling me about it? You trying to scare me away? Please, I'm not 6. Forget it. I'll go find someone else halfway sane. They won't tell you neither. So what, you suggest I find a way to pull it out from you? You're that desperate, huh? Fine. We've got ourselves a little rodeo today down in Wade's Farm. I'll sign you up. We're in the Sam Hill Rodeo. If you can stay up on that bull's back for 10 seconds and survive, I'll tell you where to find him. Deal. That's a tall order. You want me to bet my life over this info? Fine, but then you're gonna tell me more, especially about your sister's case. Alright. 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 So what's this bowl called? Alright. So I may have done goofed on that one, but that's fine enough. Well then, I think I'm gonna do actually, you know what? I think I'm just gonna keep on going. Alright, back to part 5, Blood and Violence. I guess it's on rodeo time.
Huh.
Sweet Strawberry. Let's hope it's a fitting name. Their rodeo is just a few old cowboys and ranchers standing around a rounded pen. Maud is even every day, except for the bull. He is 2 tons of rippling Texas beef, covered in deep gray scars, snorting hellfire and stamping before they even put the flank straps on. So the bull's name is Street Strawberry. I love Strawberry. Whoa, he's there, big brother. I ain't stupid enough to challenge you. The bull knocks the sides of the fence with its horns aggressively, causing the crowd to step back.
Seriously.
Miss, I think you ought to reconsider that bet you made with Adam. Thing is, miss, this ain't a game. I've seen old Strawberry flatten out men twice the size of you, and it wouldn't do right by me to have to bury a clueless girl.
Oh, gosh.
So you think a girl can't hack it, do you? Well, now I've got one more reason to prove you boys wrong. Don't worry now. I ain't going to ask for a red cent after all this. I got my own reward lined up. Here are the reins. On the count of 3, you need to link it to the buckle of his back. Remember now, don't get on until you make sure it's buckled tight. You gotta get steady as quick as you get up there. Grab the rope and hold on, and don't think of nothing else. Not the horns, not the ground. Just as soon as your ass hits its back, the stopwatch starts counting. Enough with the lecture, Wade. This little lady's clearly an expert. Hand her the rope, and we'll see what God's got in store for her. Get along now. You know how much these lights cost to run. And the spotlight hits in here. I can't wait to see her riding that bull. A harsh beam of light shines on Argus's face, like a deer caught on the highway. The whole thing feels unnecessary, given its broad daylight. Still, she hops on over the fence and grabs the rope from below the bull's belly. It's coarse and heavy, liable to wear a hole in her gloves if she makes it to the end. You ready? And time now. Good. 1, 2, 3. Hit it! He swings the copper pipe down across the iron board to signal the start, and Argus straddles the bull steadily. In an instant, Sweet Strawberry charges out of the toward the middle of the field. As he does, his back buckles up and down with astounding force as he begins to spin like a top. Argus clings hard to the rope and entwines it around one of her hands. Each time the bull bucks, she twists another circle around until her hand is fully tied in. Hey! Whoa, buddy! Damn, she got hit. And 3 seconds in, as he rocks her up, she accidentally bites down on her tongue, realizing too late there is a reason you never hear bull riders yell. Ooh! Just as she had expected, the rope has already cut through her gloves. It slices open the skin of her hand from her index finger to her thumb. Damn, that bull's rough. And 5 seconds, only 5 seconds. You got 5 more seconds, girl. The 5th second passes. She lost all sense of sight and sensation besides pain. Her teeth are clenched. There is no conscious thought in her head, only the instinct to hold on. The rope at least feels less coarse after being drenched in blood and sweat, but now it's slippery instead. She tries to hold on to it with all her might, We got 7. In the 7th second, it feels like if the pipe were hitting her brain instead of the board. Her muscles are exhausted and cramped. She begins shaking involuntarily. She can't hold on. Hang in there! The pop hits the board in the 9th time. Argus can't help herself as he bugs again. Her grip fails and she flies off the behemoth in a violent twist. Fortunately, it's her shoulder that hits the ground first, not her head. The world becomes dark and silent for a second. Even so, she could feel the eyes of everyone around her. That bowl is crazy. Her sharp senses save her life once more. As the bull turns around to stomp on her, she opens her eyes and manages to roll up to her feet, evading his charge. Her arm is twisted, maybe broken, but she won't give up, and not until she finds Kayla. Argus runs for her life, jumping the fence in a fluid motion before stumbling toward Wade.
Well,
Sweet Jesus.
No.
No fucking way. She did it? Even the Texas State champ only managed 8 seconds on him. What's my time? What is it?
Damn it.
Tell me. She yells in a hoarse voice. Her mouth is bruised and bloody. 10 seconds, right? I made it. You all saw it.
well,
You. Don't you dare fool me.
you got guts.
No. That was unbelievable, little lady. It's just, it was 9. I didn't get to the 10th strike. What?
What the?
You can't be serious. I'm sorry, miss. Seems you lost your bet. But I gotta say, that was a ride for the legends. I've never seen anyone handle Strawberry like you did. We'll tell Adam what we saw.
Huh.
Well, what the fuck? Who punched who? As night falls again, silence returns to the town. 2 people are walking toward the shallows of the river. Argus hurts all over, not helped in the slightest by the post she punched after finding out her time. So she just punches a random post.
After you reach the shallows, go straight ahead 200 yards. Then you'll see the half-iron gate. The red wall's right behind it.
You're on your own from here.
Hey,
Thanks. 9 seconds. I gotta hand it to you, ma'am. That took grit. That kind of grit you don't see much anymore. If only I had that. Forget it. It ain't gonna change nothing for me. But it was only 9 seconds. I lost the bet. So why hold up your side of the bargain? Think of it as a consolation prize. Cause I still ain't telling you nothing about my sister. Besides, you gave me the prize money, so it's only fair. Good luck, man. Thanks. I think I'll need it.
Hey,
Oh, and another thing. You know, just because you showed you got grit doesn't mean you get a free reign here. Wade's right upset about the damage you did to this fence. Fine. I've been out here for a long time. I know the boundaries. Shit. They bid a respectful goodbye before Argus continues her journey alone. The night grows dark fast, leaving all her but blind, so she simply follows her instinct. Fireflies offer brief bursts of light by Argus's wrist before swirling back into the bush. Argus stands in front of the iron gate, her vision still faint even with help of the torch buzz. Her heart flutters as she passes through. The deep iron smell of blood is stronger ahead. She must be going the right way.
keep your eyes peeled, Argus.
She takes out a Procrasma candy and swallows it like a pill. There is no time for chewing. Even with the moon out, I still can't hardly see. That could be a wall though. But what's that all over it? Come on.
And thence we came forth to see again the stars.
Ah, my eyes. Argus cast her arcane skill while moving forward. Radiance flashes in Argus's eyes, showing her the true color of the red wall. What? Blood? Why is there so much blood here? Can I see it? Alright. Part 6. Never enough. Alright. So we're at the red wall. Sure, the file said there'd be blood and fur, but this is something else altogether. Am I seeing things? The brutality is more horrendous than any she could imagine. She closes her eyes and opens them again, yet the scene remains unchanged. The blood is already dry, yet the odor is strong enough that it stings the air as she approaches.
Damn it.
Damn it, that's real blood. Everywhere. These old stains, they're oxidized human blood. But this fresh stuff is not from a human, but a skinned hair. She tries her best to recognize the bodies of further from their shape. And she vomits. Damn.
God damn it.
Who skinned these animals? They've done nothing to preserve them. Smells like hell warmed over. But this is a lot of fur. Could be more than what the hunter brought yesterday. All I know is a huge bundle. Looked like they were from a large game too. Argus swallows another candy so she can examine the fur more carefully and compare them to their memory. Hares, deer hide, bear skins, raccoon, dogs, or wolves. Fish too, though only the scales are left. Could be to reflect some light. A veritable buffet of wildlife. But who told them skinwalkers like fur? They've got their own.
But there ain't no blood or hair from Kayla. Good.
Well, that's one relief.
Couldn't ask for better news than that, really. Wait.
This stain is fresher than the others. Is that sheep's blood? Barbara? No. Barbara couldn't be there. So she doesn't approach. She already knows how sticky it is. She has felt it before. That was a flashback. A tanned, skinned woman opens her arms, showing her sticky palms. Blood and amniotic fluid stick to her skin and refuse to drop. I don't think it's gonna work, Kayla. Wow, you are doing so well. This will be the last lamb. You're gonna do it or leave it to me. The girl smiles with anticipation in her eyes.
Huh.
Look at my hands. I think that's gonna be a no. She shrugs her shoulders, shaking some of the blood off her hand. But I still don't get it. You said that's life. I understand that. But if we don't help it out, get out and stand like its siblings, it ain't gonna make it. Its mama will stay here to protect it. And then they'll both be gobbled up by the skinwalker. We can use are their favorites. They make for the best disguises.
What?
A skinwalker? What, you don't know? Saying it ain't so. Despite her words, she's laughing. You really ain't never heard of it? Well, then it's up to me to tell you. So a skinwalker is... Let me put it this way. You ever got the feeling that someone you know was all of a sudden replaced? Like they look the same, but they ain't, you know? No.
I see through things, you know. People, too.
She stands up, wiping her hands down on her worn, patchy jeans. Chuckles.
But still, They might not be sharp enough to see through the camouflage of a skinwalker.
They look the same as humans, but they can take the skin from living animals and use them like camouflage. That way they can get real close so they can't eat them alive or turn them into their kind. They are the most feared hunter in the wilderness. Quote-unquote hunter? It's just a story. Even if it's real, ain't no monster can hide from my eyes. Now I've got your back.
That's true. 100-eyed giants got my back.
Now let's help this little lamb, shall we? Woo! That's right. Ain't no monster can hide from my eyes. The bekraspa candy begins to wear off again. Her eyesight fades. She recalls the words again as if she were savoring the candy's aftertaste. People will leave fur and flesh near the scene of the crime on hottest days, hoping the skinwalkers will take their offerings and leave them be. But it don't help none. These monsters don't never stop hunting. It's in their nature. That bloody out red fox will be standing on its rear legs as it shows up at night, holding those furs dangling from its mouth like a banner. And it'll be a bloodbath all the same. Humans and animals' bodies piled together. All living things treated equally, no exception. A massacre that lasted a long time. Humans and animals' bodies piled together just like this. But it didn't work. People are still disappearing.
I'll track it down myself.
Well,
Whether the bastard's a merc or a skinwalker, I'll find it. Believe me, I will.
well, looks like it's time for us to hunt a Wendigo. Or a skinwalker. Ooh-wee. Okay. We're almost done, y'all. And the body of evidence has been updated as well. Skinwalkers steal animal pelts and disguise themselves as livestock. They aim to catch humans off guard. Then the red wall bears traces of old human blood, fresh animal blood, and animal pelts. A survivor of war, now wandering through the woods murdering innocent girls. Not sure there's anything new. Part 7. No one cares. I think some care. Well, welcome back to Route 77. Soon after the sun rises, Argus prepares to leave town. The fresh sheep blood was not part of the offerings. It was left by the hands of the one who touched the old stains. The blood of the sheep matched the old stains from the humans down to the same marks and splatter. It had to be the same weapon, a machete, maybe even a chainsaw. This bastard used the same blade for killing sheep and dismembering its victims. But the murderer, at least one of them, made a mistake. A trail still visible to the mercenary, maybe even a bit too obvious.
Damn it.
Ah, my ears! Damn it! This bastard must have returned there over and over to leave these trails, like a calling card painted in blood. Not a deputy, not a sheriff, not even the rangers could find them. No, only I can. Only I can. After recalling what she read in the files to exclude some of the suspects, Argus finds her jeep and hits the road again. She refuels her car whenever there's a gas station, buys fresh water and bullets whenever there's a store, just as she always does. Following the trail with her eyes, she drives into the distance. A roadside diner.
Hey,
Could you tell me? I don't know. I didn't even ask. I just don't know. I don't care who you are. If you ain't ordering anything, then move along. I've got a full house of customers to serve. I do food, not chit-chat. If you're not hungry, you're in the wrong place. Give me a double cheeseburger, onion rings, and a milkshake. Whatever flavor will do. Can I ask questions now? Or do I gotta play a game of darts with y'all first? Yeah, what is it? It's about that place with the real tall smokestack to the south. The one fenced in the bar with barbed wire. What? You mean that old nuclear power plant? Yeah, it's been abandoned. I'm just glad it's downstream of us. But what do I know? Maybe you want a mug of nuclear waste with your burger? I ain't kidding. But you said it's abandoned, right? So no one lives there. You got rocks in your ears, sweetheart? I said it was a nuclear power plant, not a condo. Nah, no one lives there. They've got soldiers from the base nearby that patrol around. But I don't see them much these days. Well, time to eat our burger. A wild goose chase is frustrating. Coming up empty on everyday's sight feels like losing all the chips she has won so far in just one hand. Could this bastard be moving? I still haven't pinned them, but the trails don't lie. Argus' search is not some without some fruits. If nothing else, she can tell its paths are random. The trails lead all over the state. She has to take the idea of it being a skinwalker into serious consideration. Moving randomly, but always on the outskirts of farms, small towns, and remote places. So what? I gotta bring salt and holy water with me now? She's chased them through countless towns and farms, but no luck. Yet somehow, the trails always appear just when Argus thinks she's lost track of them.
Damn it.
Argus smashes the wheel finally, yet the Jeep's horn lets out only a pitiful whistle. At the same time, her fist feels a dull pain, which makes her wonder what she is doing. Is this a fool's errand? The murderer could be anyone, but still the 100-eyed giant can't find them.
No.
No, it's not. Of course she will not admit it. Argus puts the question behind her and leaves for the next site. And the Jeep broke down.
Damn it.
It's busted. The Jeep fails to turn on the 10th try. Sudden visions of her strangling the smarmy worm of used car dealer that sold her this lemon appear in her head. And in the middle of nowhere. Really? Let me see. The nearest town is almost 200 miles away from here. She has searched almost every town, from the Gulf to the Rockies, and then some. Argus has to accept the fact that she might have failed.
Is that it? I've already searched the whole of Texas. Then is this bastard dead already, or is he still on the run? I guess that would explain all these goddamn clues.
But ain't no ways a skinwalker runs away from a merc out of fear. The clues were so obvious at the beginning, as if someone planted them, and I chased them like a good little bloodhound. But as soon as I left the south, they got unstable, maybe chaotic. The closer I go to the state line, the worse it got. But the trails never disappeared completely. They twinkled like stars in her eyes, always provoking her, always out of reach. Eventually, all those clues guide her north towards Colorado. She was just about to cross the Oklahoma Panhandle, but that was before her car broke down. Now, fate makes fun of the Dodge mercenary by shrouding her in the morning mist. But I can't be wrong. She can hear her confidence fading away in their voice. I can't. Yes, just keep going, Argus. Just keep going. Kayla was there. She was in that town with the red wall. I must have missed something. I need to catch this bastard if I have any chance of finding her. Just keep going. So what if the car is broken? I Stick on my 2 feet. Woo! If I could. Argus ditches the lemon right where it broke down, packs her stuff, and starts walking into the vast prairie. All she carries with her is her determination and some basic survival equipment. It's been many long hours since she started walking.
Huh.
Nothing but sagebrush and tumbleweeds. Not a farm, not even a town in sight. To sum it up, I'm in no man's land. At least I could say there's no skinwalkers, if only because there's no skin around to walk in. Unless they were borrowing the skin of an old hermit. She notes the time by the angle of the sun, and her location by the nearby plant life. Wherever she is needed, she's still on the trail of her target. But still, she has no idea who could it be. A place so as desolate as this only appeals to antisocial psychos and outlaws. It's gonna get cold tonight. Better speed up. She grips her gun even tighter, forgetting to stop and breathe. She waits a while and then presses forward again. Stay alert and rational. After traveling a great distance, it's not easy for anyone, much less for someone with light night blindness. It's all too easy to miss hidden dangers lurking underfoot. Ah, my... Did she step on a bear trap? Argus clenches her teeth, trying to hold a pained scream. Just because this trap didn't catch an animal doesn't mean it's safe. Far from it.
God damn it.
She tries her best to keep her pain while moving to the nearest trunk. She sits down slowly and straightens out her wounded leg. It was a simple spring trap, but painfully effective. Argus leans forward and down to her trapped leg. But she can only fumble in the dark, moving her hand inch by inch, hoping to find the release. Oh, please, goddammit. I don't want to waste candy on fixing this mess. A few more moments of pain passes before she gives in. If she can't see, she's liable to do more harm than good. Argus takes out a candy and swallows it, then leans forward again to examine the mechanism. Its structure is crystal clear now. There you are. She hooks her finger around the spring and pulls it out.
Damn it.
She takes a deep breath and attempts to stand. Ain't no time to take a break.
Ain't no time to take a break.
I just said that.
Gotta go as far as I can before the effects completely wear off. At least through to the other side of this forest.
Someone must have put the trap here, and if so, they may be nearby. Sorry, he didn't catch you any dinner. Only one dumbass merc.
God damn it.
She staggers as she walks forward, but pushes past against the pain, until she reaches the point where she can't help but cry out with each step.
Huh.
What the hell am I doing? As she questions herself, the candy's effects tap her off. Argus keeps her eyes wide open, but in the darkness she sees only vague and blurry shapes. She stumbles forward for a time, until the sound of footsteps break her stride. Wait, what? Footsteps that are followed by the loud crack of a rifle. One of the bullets swooshes by her ear. Something huge behind Argus falls to the ground in a heap. She looks back instinctively. A bear? The familiar smell of an animal fur and blood rushes up to her nose. It reminds her of the red wall, but she has no time to think about that. She swivels to the source of the bullets and raises her gun to turn fire. Duh, a bear. What are you doing here, lady? Who? Argus sees a blur of orange and yellow. The man is speaking to her seems to be crying, carrying a lamp. Who are you? You stepped into my trap. A tetanus shot.
И это...
Besides,
это твое?
is this yours? I don't know what the hell you're saying, comrade, but back off. Argus can feel that the source of the heat takes a few steps back. Hands trembling, she tries to keep her gun raised and takes out Tush's candies. She chews them hard, almost gnashing, hoping it'll make them take effect faster. You. The medicine takes a quick effect, and gradually her view clears, and giving her the image of a familiar tall, thin man. Dos Vidalanya. It's you! Now she understood the target's odd patterns. It wasn't a strategy. He was following the hunting seasons, following his prey. So that's how he does it. You.
Что ты пытаешься здесь добиться?
What you're trying to achieve out here? Argus is shocked. All the dots connect at once. It was never a skinwalker at all. You're just some guy from somewhere. What? Where even did you come from? Moscow or something? Are you from the immigration force office? God damn it, I don't speak Rusky. Do you know any English? Look, if you can, raise your hands and say something I can actually understand. To make him understand, Argus slightly lifts her gun. Is this yours? The man hands over a piece of paper.
What?
Argus had dropped her flight ticket without ever noticing it. The hunter picks it up and returns it to her. A simple act of kindness, which nonetheless lights a fuse.
Put it down. I said, put it down.
Argus steps forward aggressively, her gun poking the man's chest. Why? You murderer! Her hands tremble violently. She could barely hold the gun straight. Huh? This is yours. What the heck? Oh, I was watching a movie for a bit. Oh, sorry. You must have heard my TV. I was actually watching a movie before I made this recording. And it must have gone switched back to the channel for something like that. He's right about that. Argus snatches the flight ticket from his hand and puts it away. Her breathing is labored, and the wound on her leg is burning with pain. Her ears are tingling from the headache. She has to stop thinking and focus on her goal. You look for me. FBI. She says FBI, but she ain't FBI. She mercenary flashes a fake badge to frighten him, but the hunter just seems more confused. You're under arrest. I'll serve you the warrant once we get back to the station. Any station. The badge has come in handy before. Great for scaring random civvies into compliance. But this man, serial killer, skin changer, whatever, he seems immune. She's taking the risk, but her goal is not to kill the target after all. Why? I'm investigating a murder case, a serial killer. And unfortunately, you're the prime suspect. I'm taking you back to San Laredo, a town on the Mexican border, remember? You've got a lot of explaining to do to the deputy about. The Red Wall. Just because he hunts and sells furs to the folk, I don't think he's just placing the fur on there. Makes sense, right? Alright, on to the final chapter. Part 8, The Color of Apricots. Now you can not see good. Oh, are we doing this again? Alright, back into the bar. Alright, put down your drink first. What did I say? I'm going to get to the bottom of this red wall and the skinwalkers. Ain't that the Northern Gal? Huh, still playing detective. I got my own methods of investigating. Ooh, interesting. I'd like to see what you've uncovered. Do you really know about the Red Wall? Yeah, we live here. We all know about the Red Wall and everything that happened there. Everything? Alright, what do they know about the Red Wall? Everything? Really? Ma'am, everyone knows here what your necessary buddies did. You mean the murderers? That's right, even the kids know about it. Even now, the blood still seems fresh there. It seems they got no idea about the animal hides and the rituals. Let's get their contradictions. Hang on. Sir, I'm telling you, you don't know the full story of the Red Wall. Whoa there, hold your horses before you start going on about those so-called strange occurrences. You really reckon you know more about the Red Wall than us locals? Why don't you hear me out? I told you, I got my own methods. I found an interesting file in your friendly local deputy's drawer. A file containing a bunch of old case records. One of the more recent ones suggests there's evidence of a ritual. A ritual? Who will perform a ritual there? Are you saying that's what all the blood was for? Exactly, but it weren't human blood. The blood and the fur came from animals. So tell the townsfolk about the source of the pelts and the animal blood used in the ritual. So am I guessing it's either this, maybe? Maybe? Yeah, I'm more losing that. I'm gonna guess this one. Oh hell! Oh come on! Are you kidding me? Really? Think about it, folks. Fur and meat. You talking about that odd hunter fella? At a time like this, I need to be careful before making any conclusions. Yeah, I'm already losing my trust on this guy here. That very same, but he wasn't the one doing the ritual. Isn't that right, Adam? Adam? Hey, Adam! Are you hiding something from us? What could I possibly know? I'll tell you what. There's not a single local around here that wants to go near that godforsaken place. Unless it's got something to do with the brewing booze. So no one wants to go. Sure, but there's gotta be something. So point out someone who has a reason to go to the Red Wall. Identify the person. Who would want to go? Adam, maybe. Some things demand a conclusion to be drawn. Back to what y'all think you know, the mercenary murders. Adam's sister was one of the victims. Wait, weren't we talking about the rituals? How did we end up back in the Mercs? What's the connection? Is there something else going on? Don't worry, sir. I aim to demonstrate that connection in full. So we hand over the evidence linking the rituals and the murders. Shitfire, I don't know. The evidence. I've already used up all the things. Would that be it here? Yes, I was right. Now I hope you realize I ain't asking these questions to shoot the breeze. I've got an angle. I have arcane tracking skills that help me follow the evidence. I've visited your Red Wall, and I saw it was covered in fresh animal blood and pelts. Some of the animal blood had the same rusty stains as the old human blood. They both came from the same tool, a machete or even a chainsaw. So what? You saying these mercenaries are no longer killing people, but instead using animal pelts for ritual? this may be tied to a particular legend. Submit the rumors related to animal fur. Was it that one? No. This? Maybe this? The Skinwalkers. You've heard of them, haven't you? To stave off Skinwalkers, people will lay down pelts and blood. And that red wall is a perfect spot for it. The bodies of humans and livestock mixed together. The ritualists use this in the hopes of satiating the Skinwalkers. Meanwhile, your killer is using it to cover their tracks. But you still ain't told us who is performing these rituals. So we piece together the clues to identify who went to the ritual. I'm thinking it might be either the hunter. Maybe? No. You? Maybe? No. Yes, Adam. Maybe Adam? Maybe I don't know everyone who's been there, but I do know one of you has. Adam, where did all those pelts the hunter sold you go? With all the commotion yesterday, I'm sure a lot of people noticed our little exchange and the one you made prior. Adam, are you hiding something? I did place those pelts there. I wanted to keep this town safe from those monsters. I wasn't gonna let what happened to my sister repeat itself. Alright, gentlemen, putting our barkeep's motives aside, the real suspect is already out in the open. Based on the deductions, could a mercenary... Alright, so who was in evidence here? I'm gonna guess you. You're the one that's provoking, ain't you? Shit. Shit. I've already lost the trust here. Maybe it's the hunter. Maybe? Well, I failed that one. Shit. Maybe. Okay, so I failed that one because I guessed the two wrong, and I was trying to deduct things. I clicked him accidentally and him accidentally because I thought it was these two. So I accidentally used the hit system, and I clicked on the hunter. There's someone else close connected to all this. The hunter. He ain't from around here, is he? Yes. Do y'all happen to know where he lives? No, he don't speak much. We just buy his furs. Could it be? That's right, folks. While I was tracking down the killer, I ran into him in the foothills of the Rockies, a loner from parts unknown. And those furs testify his skills as a hunter. What's more, his whole place up north is surrounded by traps. He's got the means, the opportunity, and he fits the profile. Now we will just have to trust the deputy will get the truth out of him. I can't believe it. He's one of the killers. He didn't talk much, and you wouldn't think it, but we trusted him. He bought pelts, stocked firewood from him, even let him stay here during the winter instead of sending him back up to the mountains. How could he do such a thing? If you ask me, it all makes sense. He set up the red wall and spread rumors about skinwalkers, all to sell us pelts for a pretty penny. Damn it! In the end, it's all about money. Adam, bring me 2 more cases of beer. See, that's what they think. What about you? You've been quiet. Do you not think he's the one who killed your sister? I don't see things your way. I don't know. Could you explain again how you found him? Using your arcane eyes or whatever? Does that even count as evidence? Are you worried he might get out? Don't worry, he won't. He didn't cover his tracks that well. They'll eventually find something. Ain't nobody who could kill without leaving a trace. I only got him because I could see the evidence clearly. Whew! Finally! one mistake that made me fail it, and we got this done. Adam, bears! Hold your horses. Adam leaves the counter, putting an end to the conversation. She hums. Argus had arrived in Laredo at midnight. After leaving the hunter to the deputy's office, she dressed her wounds again and then returned to the bar. As the investigation reopens, the news that she caught the murderer spreads through the town like a prairie fire. Now she's sitting at the bar, finally sipping on the blackjack she paid for days ago. She isn't in a rush to ask about Kayla just yet. Now she's enjoying the moment. Same way she did when she saved that girl the first time, though she was just a baby then. Hey, Adam, Daryl! Did you hear? The Rusky got away! What the? You can't be serious. Rusky? Oh, you mean the hunter? Who let him go? It can't have been the deputy, right? If he let him go, he must have had a reason. Yeah, the deputy. And unlike how they dealt with the mercs, seems like he didn't even bring in the what? Bring in the Rangers. Time. Wade stutters when he notices Argus.
Well...
Argus grabs her gun and stamps up. She doesn't even seem to pay attention to Wade's words. Excuse me. Where are you going, miss? The deputy let him go. What can you do?
You got guts.
Look, I saw you in action. You're the best bull rider and merc I've ever known. I don't doubt you must have cracked a whole lot of cases.
But you got the wrong guy this time.
That's what the deputy said anyways. Enough, Wade. Enough. So, I knew the deputy had something to do with them. The hunter didn't leave town after being released. He went somewhere Argus visited not long ago. Argus follows his trail to the shallows before the forest. She already knows where the destination is, a broken iron gate. And behind that, the red wall. Damn it. Despite the wound in her leg shooting stabs of pain across her body, Argus runs across the shallows and enters the woods. She rushes towards the red wall without a stop. The forest looks a bit different from what she remembered, given that she only saw blurs at night. It's no surprise. But Argus isn't focusing on her surroundings, just the trail. He went in that way, then he ain't heading for the red wall. Wait, there's another wall. It's the red. No, it looks almost the same, but this ain't the red wall. That wall looked much worse.
God damn it.
Where did he go?
Ты ищешь меня.
You are looking for me?
Damn it.
The mercenary loads her gun and points it at the man, who appears as if from nowhere.
You're looking for me.
Back off, nice and easy. The hunter does as she says. Further. If I go, then you cannot hear me. I ain't fixing to listen. I'm here to take you down. Before that, I just need to know.
This is the red wall.
What? You understand English, yes? This is the red wall. Did I say wrong? No, it can't be.
I've seen the red wall. It's covered in your victim's blood and the marks you left to boast about your slaughter. You even tricked their family into buying your fur.
Why? Why did you do it? This is the red wall. It has no thing you said. Look.
No.
She doesn't intend to follow his instruction, but she can't help herself. The wall is dyed red with apricots. The juice, which had to have been poured less than 24 hours ago, flows down like blood, as if it were inexhaustible. No blood stains, no fur, only red juice and rotten pulp. The apricots are piled at the bottom of the well, all smashed up, laughing up at the 100-eyed giant. No, this ain't the red wall.
You covered it up, cleaned up the crime scene, and someone helped you.
Argus almost drops her gun. She steps forward and grabs the hunter's collar, dragging him close to the wall. She wishes somehow to see the bloodstains of dead flesh that had been there before.
Someone helped you, didn't they? Just look at the wall. The proof's all there. I can almost see exactly how you ripped those people apart. Someone must have helped you. No doubt about it. Otherwise, you couldn't have done it so fast. Not without leaving evidence behind.
The hunter says nothing to defend himself. He just tilts his head and reaches out for an apricot that looks relatively intact. You. What are you doing?
This is an abricos.
An apricot? Ah, so that's apricot. He shows the apricot to Argus. It has rotted away on the inside and turned black.
This is cattle hide.
Cattle hide. He points at the rope hung on his waist. This is wet wall. Then he points at the broken wall covered in apricot juice. No. It can't be. That is all. Simple truth. So what the hell was going on? What kind of simple truth is that? I don't get it. What in the goddamn are you even talking about? Hold on. I'm just getting a good shot here. If
all those marks were just apricot pulp. But there's no way. Apricots ain't red. And I smell blood.
The hunter shakes his head. He looks at the red wall and bites the apricot in his hand. I do not know.
Where I come from, apricosa can be red sometimes. Red signifies beauty. It's a good color. And this. У тебя тоже есть красная стена. Не так ли?
You have a red wall too, don't you?
You have a red wall too.
Now what does that mean?
I have...
You have what? Ooh, back at the motel.
It hurts. Argus, you come to me.
We're going back to the motel, y'all.
What do I have? The red wall. Did I fail to see through it? But was it the red wall that I didn't see through? Or...
I am so damn confused. Then again,
Kayla ain't here.
this game's all confusion. So Kayla ain't here. Where is she now? Whew, never mind.
Look on the bright side. At least I found this ticket.
Argus looks at the sky. She still remembers what she had gone through in the motel. She still remembers the sticky feeling of that oozed from the mirror to prevent herself from rubbing hands pointlessly. Argus checks the ticket again. There's a good shot right here. I kind of like that. From Fort Worth to Houston. The passenger's name is right. This is the best clue so far. If the information is all correct, Kayla must have come through Houston. But that can't be her final destination, I guess. She never liked big cities. The buses travel between cities and the countryside twice a day.
Damn it, Kayla. Where on earth are you?
The end. Well, I guess that's that. With more mysteries, and more, I guess, questions and answers. Kayla, who apparently joined the Enlightenment Order. Maybe she didn't join in because she is called Grace. Not sure what the hell's going on in this story, but I hope there is an event that can at least explain things along the way. Or maybe there's a new chapter that can bring her into the fold in the main story. I have no freaking clue. Anyway, that was an interesting chapter of the not the chapter, an interesting side story. After everything that's gone through in the main story, we still got a lot of mysteries that turned up like not true. Like, this ain't the killer, even though he hunts. And I guess the point is, everyone's got their own wall to go through. Something that is preventing them from moving forward. Their own red wall. Something that is pushing them backwards, or something like that, to keeping from going more forward. I don't know. It was interesting enough that I get to play fucking Ace Attorney in this bitch. I mean, not Ace Attorney in this goal here. Like, I have clues. Like, I had no idea why this was there. Why am I getting clues? Turns out some of these stages has this mini game where you're just putting clues together, and if you get them wrong, poof, you bailed. You have to try again. And wow, I failed once, and that's it. I'm not that good at bringing clues together, but if you have 3 chances, but that was a very lovely and interesting gameplay right here, in all honesty. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I almost forgot to say, thank you all for watching this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, please give this video a like or dislike. And I know you all might enjoy this as well, like my narrations and all that stuff. And if you're new to the channel as well, please help me out by clicking that subscribe button. Or if you do like my content, click the subscribe button. It will greatly help me out in the end. And I will love you all and appreciate you all for your support. And it, like I said, it will help me along with my YouTubing thing. I'm just glad that there are some people that like my content casually, gaming or narrating or whatnot. I do like narrating stuff. I do like reading things. I do like playing games that I'm comfortable playing. And I just remember something. I just bought 3 games that are horror games, or maybe even something that many people thought it was popular in December. So I will tell you what, when I have the time in the weekend, I will play Rat Shaker. I did recently buy that game when it's on sale, and I like the look of it, so I'm gonna give it a try. And I'm just gonna go make a full video of it, if you guys want me to. I do like stories like that. So, yeah, that's all I gotta say. So, I will see you guys in a new video, so peace out. And I hope you guys are enjoying 2025. Happy New Year.